Hey, you. Yeah, you. Don't act like you don't see me standing here. I know you're trying to pretend you didn't notice me, but I saw you glance over. Twice. Come here for a second. I need to talk to you about something. No, not here in the middle of the hallway where everyone can see. Over here, by the lockers. It'll just take a minute. Don't look so nervous. I'm not going to bite. Well, not unless you give me a reason to. There, that's better. Now we have a little privacy. Everyone else already left for the day anyway. It's just you and me now. So, I'm just going to come right out and say this because I don't really do the whole beating around the bush thing. And I definitely don't do awkward small talk. I'm having a party this Saturday night at my house. It's going to be, the usual crowd. The people who matter. The people who actually know how to have a good time. And I want you to come. There, I said it. You can stop staring at me like I just spoke in a different language. I invited you to my party. It's not that complicated. I mean, unless you already have plans. Do you have plans? No? Good. Then you're coming. Saturday night, 8 o'clock. My address is, well, I'll text it to you later. You have my number, right? Wait, do you have my number? Okay, that's actually kind of funny. We've been in the same school for how long, and we've never even exchanged numbers. That's actually kind of ridiculous when I think about it. Here, give me your phone. I'll put my number in right now. That way you won't have any excuses for not showing up. Don't just stand there. Come on, hand it over. Thank you. See, that wasn't so hard. Now I'm just going to... There, done. I put myself under Madison with a little crown emoji because I can. And yes, I'm texting myself from your phone so I have your number too. Don't look so scandalized. It's not like I'm going to spam you with messages or anything. I need to be able to reach you, in case you try to bail on me last minute. Which you're not going to do, right? Good answer. I like when people are smart enough not to argue with me. So anyway, the party. It's not going to be one of those lame things where everyone just stands around awkwardly drinking punch and pretending to have fun. This is an actual party. Good music, good drinks, good people. Well, mostly good people. There are always a few randoms who show up uninvited, but that's what bouncers are for. I'm kidding. I'm not actually hiring bouncers, though honestly, I probably should. Last time Chad brought like 6 guys from the soccer team who I definitely did not approve, and they completely trashed my pool house. My parents were not happy about that. They almost canceled my monthly clothing allowance. Can you imagine? The horror! I'm being dramatic, obviously, but seriously, this party is going to be different, better. I've been planning it for weeks, and everything is going to be perfect. And I want you there. I know I already said that, but I'm saying it again because I'm not sure you're fully understanding what I'm telling you here. I want you there. Specifically you, not just anyone, you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're looking at me like you're trying to figure out if this is some kind of prank, like maybe someone dared me to invite you or something. Like this is all just some elaborate joke at your expense. It's not. I promise you, this is not a prank. I don't do pranks. That's beneath me. If I wanted to humiliate someone, I'd just do it directly. I wouldn't waste time with some complicated setup. But that's not what this is. This is me genuinely inviting you to my party because I genuinely want you there. Is that really so hard to believe? I mean, okay, I get it. We don't really talk that much. Actually, we barely talk at all. Most of the time when I see you in the hallway, I just walk past without saying anything. Sometimes I'll give you a little nod or whatever, but that's about it. And I know I have a reputation. The mean, popular girl who thinks she's better than everyone. The ice queen who doesn't have time for anyone outside her inner circle. The girl who's always surrounded by people but never actually lets anyone get close. Yeah, I know what people say about me. I'm not stupid. I hear the whispers. I see the eye rolls. I know exactly what everyone thinks of Madison Walker. And you know what? Most of the time, I don't care. Let them think whatever they want. Let them talk. It doesn't change anything. I still have everything they want. The looks, the clothes, the popularity, the perfect life. But lately I've been thinking about a lot of things, about what actually matters, about what I actually want versus what everyone expects me to want. And what I've realized is I'm tired. I'm tired of playing this role all the time, tired of pretending everything is perfect, tired of surrounding myself with people who only care about the surface level stuff. I'm tired of being lonely in a crowd of people who are supposed to be my friends. And that's where you come in. Because I've been watching you. For a while now, actually. And I know that sounds creepy, so let me rephrase. I've been noticing you. The way you move through the hallways like you're in your own world. The way you don't try to impress anyone or fit in with any particular group. The way you just exist, comfortably, authentically. You don't put on a show. You don't pretend to be something you're not. You're just you. And honestly, I find that fascinating. Because I don't think I even know who I am anymore. I've spent so much time being what everyone expects me to be that I've lost track of what I actually want, what actually makes me happy. And then I see you, and you look happy, genuinely happy. Not in that fake, performative way that everyone does on social media, but actually happy, content, at peace with yourself. And I want to understand that. I want to understand you. That's why I'm inviting you to my party. Not because I need another warm body to fill the space. Not because I'm trying to boost my numbers or make the party look more impressive. But because I actually want to spend time with you. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you beyond the occasional awkward hallway encounter. I want to know what it's like to be around someone who's real, who doesn't care about all the shallow, superficial bullshit that everyone else obsesses over. So, will you come? Will you come to my party and give me a chance to prove that I'm not just the mean, popular girl everyone thinks I am? You're hesitating. I can see it in your face. You're thinking about saying no. You're thinking about making up some excuse about why you can't make it. You're thinking about how weird this all is, how out of nowhere it is, how you don't even know me that well. And you're right, this is weird. This is completely out of nowhere, and you don't know me that well. But that's exactly why I want you to come, so you can get to know me, so I can get to know you. I'm not asking you to fall in love with me or anything dramatic like that. I'm just asking you to show up, to give me a couple hours of your Saturday night, to have a drink, listen to some music, and maybe have an actual conversation that doesn't revolve around gossip or social hierarchy or who's dating who. Is that really too much to ask? I mean, you don't have to stay the whole time if you don't want to. If you show up and you hate it, you can leave. No hard feelings, no pressure. I want you to at least try, to at least give me a chance. Please? Did I just say please? Wow, that's not something I do very often. Actually, I don't think I've said please to anyone in at least 6 months, maybe longer. So you should feel honored, or special, or something. I'm rambling. I know I'm rambling. That's another thing I don't usually do. I'm usually so composed, so in control, so perfectly put together all the time. But right now, talking to you, trying to convince you to come to this stupid party, I'm a mess, a complete mess. And you know what? I don't even care, because at least this is real. At least this is honest. At least I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not. So here's the truth, the unfiltered, unvarnished truth. I want you at my party because I've had a crush on you for months, and I'm finally getting up the courage to do something about it. There, I said it. It's out there. I can't take it back now. I have a crush on you. The mean, popular girl who supposedly has her pick of anyone she wants has a crush on the quiet guy who barely even notices she exists. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. It's probably the most cliche thing that's ever happened in the history of high school. But it's true. And I'm done pretending it's not. I've spent months trying to ignore it, trying to talk myself out of it, trying to convince myself that I don't actually like you, that I'm just bored or curious or going through some kind of phase. But it's not a phase. It's not boredom. It's not curiosity. It's just you. There's something about you that I can't stop thinking about. Something that makes me want to know more. Something that makes me want to break down all these walls I've built around myself and let someone in for once. And I know this is a lot to drop on you all at once. I know I'm probably freaking you out right now. I know you're probably standing there thinking, who is this girl and why is she suddenly confessing her feelings in a school hallway? But I couldn't wait anymore. I couldn't keep walking past you in the hallways and pretending I don't feel this. I couldn't keep watching you from across the cafeteria and wondering what it would be like to actually talk to you. I couldn't keep lying to myself about what I want. And what I want is you, at my party, giving me a chance to show you that I'm more than just the reputation, more than just the mean girl facade, more than just the perfect image I've spent years cultivating. I want you to see the real me, the messy, complicated, uncertain me, the me that doesn't have all the answers, the me that gets nervous and rambles and says please when she's asking for something she really wants. So, what do you say? Will you come to my party? You're nodding. You're actually nodding. Oh my God, you're saying yes. I can't believe that actually worked. I was fully prepared for you to turn me down. I had a whole backup plan where I would play it off like it was no big deal and then go home and cry into my designer pillows for 3 hours. But you're saying yes. You're actually going to come to my party. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you for not making this the most humiliating moment of my life. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for being willing to see beyond the surface. Okay, so here's the plan. The party officially starts at 8, but I don't want you to show up at 8. That's when everyone else will be arriving, and it'll be chaos, and we won't have any time to actually talk. So I want you to come earlier, like 7:30. That way we can have a few minutes alone before the madness starts. Just you and me. No distractions, no audience. Don't come to the front door, though. Everyone will be coming through the front door, and I don't want you to get caught up in that whole thing. Come around to the back. There's a gate on the left side of the house that leads to the backyard. I'll leave it unlocked for you. Just come through the gate and head to the pool house. That's where I'll be, waiting for you. Is that okay? Is that too much? Am I being too forward? I'm definitely being too forward. But I don't care. I've spent my entire life playing it safe and doing what everyone expects. For once, I want to do what I want. And what I want is some time alone with you before we have to share you with everyone else. Because once the party starts, once everyone shows up, I'll have to go back to being Madison Walker, perfect hostess. I'll have to smile and make small talk and pretend like everything is effortless. I'll have to be the person everyone expects me to be. But before that happens, I want to be just Madison. Not Madison Walker, queen of the school. Not Madison Walker, the mean popular girl, just Madison. The girl who gets nervous around the person she likes. The girl who doesn't always have the perfect thing to say. The girl who's taking a risk by being honest about what she wants. Can I be that person with you? Just for a little while? You're smiling. That's a good sign, right? That means you're not completely terrified of me. That means you're at least a little bit interested in getting to know the real me. God, I sound like a character in a bad teen drama. The real me. What does that even mean? But you know what I'm trying to say. You understand. I can tell by the way you're looking at me. You get it. You get me. Or at least, you want to try to get me. And that's more than I've had from anyone in a really long time. So Saturday night, 7:30, back gate on the left side of the house, pool house. Don't be late because I'm going to be anxiously checking my phone every 30 seconds starting at 7:15. I'm joking. Kind of. I'll probably only check my phone every minute. I do have some dignity left. Not much, but some. And hey, can I ask you something before you go? Why did you say yes? I mean, you barely know me. For all you know, this could still be some elaborate prank. So why did you agree to come? You're not sure? You just wanted to? You wanted to get to know me too? Oh, that's actually really sweet and kind of unexpected. I didn't think you even noticed me. I mean, I know I'm hard to miss with my whole, presence, but I didn't think you actually paid attention to me. I thought I was just background noise in your world. But you did notice me. You have been noticing me. And you've been curious too, about who I am beneath all the attitude and designer clothes. Well, I guess we're both taking a risk here, aren't we? Both stepping outside our comfort zones. Both admitting that we want something more than what we currently have. I like that. I like that we're doing this together. I like that I'm not the only one who's nervous and uncertain and kind of freaking out right now. I almost didn't do this. I almost talked myself out of inviting you. I was standing in the bathroom during last period, staring at myself in the mirror, having this whole internal debate about whether or not I should actually go through with this. Part of me was like, Madison, what are you doing? This is crazy. You don't just walk up to someone and invite them to your party and confess your feelings all in one conversation. That's not how this works. And the other part of me was like, but when has following the rules ever gotten you what you actually want? When has playing it safe ever made you happy? And that second voice won. Because I realized something important standing in that bathroom, looking at my own reflection, trying to psych myself up. I realized that I've spent my entire high school career doing what I thought I was supposed to do. Dating the guys I was supposed to date. Befriending the people I was supposed to befriend. Going to the parties I was supposed to go to. Acting the way I was supposed to act. And none of it has made me happy. None of it has felt real. It's all just been this performance, this carefully constructed image of who Madison Walker is supposed to be. But you make me want to stop performing. You make me want to be real for once, even if it's scary, even if it means risking rejection, even if it means admitting that I'm not as confident and put together as I pretend to be. Do you know what the scariest part of all this is? It's not the possibility that you might reject me. I mean, that would suck, obviously. But that's not the scariest part. The scariest part is the possibility that you might actually like me back, that this might actually work out, that I might actually get what I want for once. Because then what? Then I have to figure out how to maintain this, how to keep being real, how to let someone actually see me without all the armor and the attitude and the carefully constructed walls. And that's terrifying. Because what if you don't like what you see? What if the real Madison isn't as interesting or impressive or worthy as the version I've been showing the world? What if I'm just boring? What if underneath all the confidence and the popularity and the designer clothes, I'm just a regular girl who's scared and uncertain and doesn't have her life figured out at all? But then I look at you and I see someone who doesn't seem to care about any of that surface level stuff. Someone who seems to value authenticity over image. Someone who might actually appreciate the real me more than the fake version I've been selling. And that gives me hope. That makes me think that maybe, just maybe, this could actually be something real, something meaningful, something that's worth the risk. I know I'm putting a lot of pressure on this party, on this conversation, on whatever might happen between us. And maybe that's unfair. Maybe I'm building this up too much in my head. But I can't help it. I've been thinking about this for so long, imagining what it would be like to actually talk to you, to get to know you, to see if this connection I feel is real, or if it's just something I've built up in my imagination. And now it's actually happening. You're actually coming to my party. We're actually going to have time alone together. We're actually going to see if this thing between us is real. And that's both the most exciting and the most terrifying thing that's happened to me in a long time. You know what I keep thinking about? I keep thinking about this moment 3 months ago. You probably don't even remember it, but I do. I remember it so clearly. It was during lunch. I was sitting at my usual table with all my friends, half listening to whatever drama they were gossiping about, mostly just pushing my salad around my plate because I wasn't really hungry. And then I looked up, and I saw you. You were sitting by yourself near the windows, reading a book, and the sunlight was coming through the glass and hitting your face in this really beautiful way. And for a second, just a second, you looked up from your book, and our eyes met, just for a moment, and then you smiled, this small, soft smile. And then you went back to your book, and I couldn't stop thinking about that smile for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week, honestly. It was such a simple thing, such a small moment, but it stuck with me. Because there was something about that smile, something genuine, something kind, something that made me feel seen, really seen. Not as Madison Walker, popular girl, but just as a person. And I wanted more of that. I wanted more moments like that, more real connections, more genuine interactions. But I didn't know how to make that happen. I didn't know how to bridge the gap between your world and mine, between the person I was pretending to be and the person I actually wanted to be. So I just kept watching you from a distance, kept noticing the little things about you, kept building up this idea in my head of who you are and what it might be like to actually know you. And yeah, I know that's probably a little creepy, building up all these ideas about someone I've barely talked to. But that's kind of how crushes work, right? You notice someone, you start paying attention to them, you start imagining possibilities. And the more I noticed you, the more I realized that you were different from everyone else I knew. Different from the guys who usually hit on me at parties. Different from the friends who only care about appearances and status. You seemed real, authentic, comfortable in your own skin. And I wanted that. I wanted to be around that. I wanted to learn how to be like that. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, this isn't just some random impulse. This isn't me being bored and looking for entertainment. This is something I've been thinking about for a long time. Something I've been working up the courage to do for months. So when I asked you to come to my party, when I confessed that I have a crush on you, those weren't just words. Those were months of observation and thinking and feeling and hoping, all coming out in one big, terrifying rush. And now you know. Now you know that I've been thinking about you, noticing you, wanting to know you. And there's no taking that back. So I guess what I'm saying is, please take this seriously. Please don't treat this like some joke or some game, because it's not. This is real. My feelings are real. And I'm putting myself out there in a way I've never done before. And if you don't feel the same way, if you come to my party and realize that we don't have anything in common or that I'm not what you thought I was, that's okay. I can handle rejection. I'm tougher than I look. Okay, that's a lie. I'm not tough at all. I would definitely go home and cry if you rejected me. But I would survive. Eventually. Probably. Maybe. But I really, really hope it doesn't come to that. I really hope that when you show up on Saturday night, when we finally have a chance to really talk, we discover that this connection I feel is mutual. That it's real. That it's worth pursuing. Because I think it could be something special. I think we could be something special if we just give it a chance. Okay, I need to stop talking before I word vomit every single thought I've ever had about you. I've already said way too much. I've already revealed way more than I probably should have. But that's what you do to me. You make me lose my filter. You make me forget to be careful. You make me want to be honest even when it's scary. And I guess that's how I know this is real. Because fake things don't make you feel this vulnerable. Fake things don't make your heart race and your palms sweat and your words tumble out in this uncontrolled rush. So yeah, this is real. What I'm feeling is real. And I needed you to know that before Saturday. I needed you to understand that this party invitation isn't just a casual thing. It's a big deal. At least to me. Is it a big deal to you too? Or am I the only one freaking out here? You're blushing. That's cute. That's really cute. I don't think I've ever made someone blush just by talking to them. Usually, people are too busy being intimidated or impressed or whatever. But you're just blushing. Like a normal person having a normal reaction to someone confessing their feelings. I like that. I like that you're not trying to play it cool. I like that you're letting me see how you're actually feeling. Even if what you're feeling is mostly confusion and surprise. That's okay. You can be confused and surprised. This is confusing and surprising. I get it. I've had months to process these feelings and work up to this moment. You've had like 10 minutes. So take your time. Think about it. Let it sink in. And then on Saturday, we can talk more. We can figure out what this is. We can see where it goes. No pressure. Well, okay, a little bit of pressure. I'm not going to pretend I'm not invested in this. I'm very invested. I've been invested for months. So yeah, there's some pressure. But not like scary pressure. Not like, if you don't like me back, I'm going to make your life miserable pressure. I'm not that kind of person. If you're not interested, I'll be sad, but I'll respect it. I'll back off. I'll leave you alone. But I really hope I don't have to do that. I really hope that when Saturday comes, when we're sitting in my pool house talking, you'll realize that this could be something good, something worth exploring. Do you know what I've been imagining? I've been imagining what it would be like to actually date you, to be your girlfriend, to have someone I can be real with. I imagine us hanging out after school, not at parties or in big groups, but just the two of us. Maybe at a coffee shop or the library, or even just driving around town with no particular destination in mind. I imagine actually being able to talk about real things, about our hopes and fears and dreams and insecurities, about the things that keep us up at night and the things that make us excited to wake up in the morning. I imagine being able to let my guard down completely, being able to show you all the parts of myself that I keep hidden from everyone else, the messy parts, the uncertain parts, the vulnerable parts. And I imagine you doing the same, opening up to me, trusting me with your thoughts and feelings, letting me see who you really are beneath the surface. I imagine us having inside jokes that no one else understands, creating memories that are just ours, building something real and meaningful together. And maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe I'm imagining too much before we've even had a real conversation. But I can't help it. Once I start thinking about the possibilities, I can't stop. That's probably not a good sign, is it? That I'm already this invested before anything has even happened? That probably means I'm setting myself up for disappointment. But I can't help it. When I want something, when I really want something, I go all in. I don't know how to do things halfway. I don't know how to be casual about things that matter to me. And you matter to me. Even though we've barely talked, even though we don't really know each other yet, you matter to me in a way that I can't fully explain. Maybe it's because you represent something I've been missing. Maybe it's because you seem like the kind of person who could actually understand me. Maybe it's just chemistry, or fate, or whatever you want to call it. All I know is that when I see you, something inside me lights up. Something that's been dim for a really long time suddenly comes alive. And I want more of that feeling. I want to explore it. I want to see where it leads. So, Saturday, 7:30, pool house. That's when we'll start figuring this out. That's when we'll see if what I'm feeling is based in reality or if it's just some fantasy I've built up in my head. And honestly, I'm terrified. Because what if it is just a fantasy? What if we talk and realize we have nothing in common? What if the real you doesn't match the version I've created in my imagination? But I guess that's the risk you take when you put yourself out there. You risk disappointment. You risk heartbreak. You risk finding out that the thing you wanted so badly isn't actually what you needed. But you also open yourself up to possibility, to the chance that it could be even better than you imagined, to the opportunity to create something real and beautiful with another person. And I think that's worth the risk. I think you're worth the risk. So I'm doing this. I'm taking the leap. I'm putting myself out there in a way that's completely terrifying and exhilarating and probably a little bit crazy. And I'm really hoping you'll catch me. Not that I'm expecting you to save me or fix me or anything dramatic like that. I'm not looking for a knight in shining armor. I'm not looking for someone to complete me or make me whole. I'm just looking for someone to walk alongside, someone to share experiences with, someone who sees me for who I really am and likes me anyway. Is that you? Are you that person? I don't know yet, but I want to find out. And I think you want to find out too. Otherwise, you wouldn't have said yes. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be standing here listening to me ramble on and on about my feelings. God, I really am rambling, aren't I? I've probably been talking for like 20 minutes straight at this point. You must think I'm insane. or incredibly self-absorbed, or both. But the thing is, I don't usually talk this much. Not about real things anyway. I can make small talk for hours. I can gossip with the best of them. I can discuss fashion and music and all the superficial stuff that doesn't really matter. But talking about actual feelings, about what I actually want and need and hope for, that's not something I do. That's not something I'm comfortable with. It's not something I've had much practice with. So the fact that I'm doing it now, with you, in this hallway, that should tell you something. That should tell you how important this is to me, how important you are to me. And I know that might be a lot to process. I know I'm probably overwhelming you right now with all of this, with the invitation and the confession and the vulnerability and the expectations. But I'd rather be overwhelming than dishonest. I'd rather put everything out there and risk scaring you away than play it cool and miss out on something that could be amazing. Because I've played it cool my entire life. I've been the girl who doesn't care, who doesn't try too hard, who always has the upper hand. And where has that gotten me? Lonely, disconnected, surrounded by people, but feeling completely alone. So I'm done playing it cool. I'm done pretending I don't care. I'm done protecting myself from potential hurt by never letting anyone get close. I'm ready to be vulnerable. I'm ready to take risks. I'm ready to potentially get hurt if it means I also have a chance at something real. And I'm hoping you're ready for that too. I'm hoping you're willing to take this journey with me, to see where it goes, to give us a chance. Because I think we could be really good together. I think we could bring out the best in each other. I think we could create something that's worth all the fear and uncertainty and risk. But I need you to be honest with me. If you're not interested, if this is too much, if you're just coming to my party out of politeness or curiosity or pity, I need you to tell me now. Because I can't do this halfway. I can't invest my heart in something that's one-sided. I can't put myself out there if you're not willing to meet me halfway. So, are you in? Are you really in? Or are you just going through the motions because you don't know how to say no? You're shaking your head. You're telling me you're actually interested. You're telling me this isn't just politeness or pity. You're telling me you want to see where this goes too. Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. Okay, I can breathe now. I've been holding my breath this entire time, waiting to see how you'd respond. Waiting to see if I'd just made the biggest fool of myself in the history of high school confessions. But you're interested. You actually want this too. You want to get to know me. You want to see if this connection is real. That makes me so happy. Happier than I've been in a really long time. Happier than I probably should be, considering we haven't even had our first real conversation yet. But that's the thing about hope, isn't it? It makes everything feel brighter. It makes possibilities seem endless. It makes you feel like maybe, just maybe, things are finally going to work out the way you want them to. And I have hope. For the first time in a long time, I have real, genuine hope that something good is about to happen, that I'm about to experience something meaningful, that I'm about to connect with someone in a way I never have before. And it's all because of you, because you said yes, because you're willing to take a chance on this, on us. So thank you. Thank you for being brave enough to step into the unknown with me. Thank you for being open to the possibility of something real. Thank you for seeing past my reputation and my attitude and all the walls I've built around myself. Thank you for giving me hope. Now I just have to figure out how to survive the next few days until Saturday. How to function like a normal person when all I can think about is seeing you again, talking to you again, finally getting to know the real you. I'm going to be absolutely useless at school for the rest of the week. I'm going to be completely distracted, checking my phone every 5 seconds to see if you've texted me, counting down the hours until Saturday night. My friends are going to notice something is up. They're going to ask me what's going on, why I'm smiling so much, why I seem so distracted, why I keep checking my phone. And I'll have to make up some excuse. I'll have to pretend everything is normal because I'm not ready to tell them about you yet. I'm not ready to share this with anyone else. This is ours, just ours, at least for now. And I want to keep it that way. I want to protect this fragile, beautiful thing that's just starting to grow between us. Because once other people know, once it becomes public, everything changes. People will have opinions. They'll make judgments. They'll try to influence what happens between us. And I don't want that. I don't want outside interference. I don't want other people's expectations or judgments affecting how we feel about each other or how we move forward. I just want it to be you and me, figuring this out together, at our own pace, in our own way. Is that okay? Are you okay with keeping this private for now? At least until we figure out what this is and where it's going? Good. I'm glad we're on the same page about that. It makes me feel better knowing that we're both invested in protecting this, in giving it space to grow without outside pressure. So Saturday night, when you show up at my pool house, when we're finally alone together with no interruptions and no audience, that's when we'll really start to see what this could be. I'm nervous just thinking about it. My stomach is doing flips. My heart is racing. My hands are shaking. And that's just from imagining it. I don't know how I'm going to handle the actual moment when you walk through that door. I'll probably be a disaster. I'll probably say something stupid or awkward. I'll probably trip over my own words. I'll probably make a complete fool of myself. But maybe that's okay. Maybe it's okay to be a disaster sometimes. Maybe it's okay to not have everything perfectly controlled and curated. Maybe it's okay to just be messy and human and real. Because that's what I want from this. I want to be real with you. I want to show you the messy, imperfect, uncertain version of myself that I keep hidden from everyone else. And I want you to show me the real you too. Not the version you show to the world, but the private version, the vulnerable version, the version that has doubts and fears and insecurities just like everyone else. I want us to be honest with each other, completely honest, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's scary, even when it would be easier to just pretend and put on a show. Because that's the only way this can work. That's the only way we can build something real. We have to be willing to be vulnerable. We have to be willing to show each other our true selves. And I'm ready for that. I'm scared, but I'm ready. I'm willing to open up in a way I never have before. I'm willing to let you see all of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. I'm hoping you're ready for that too. I'm hoping you're willing to be vulnerable with me, to show me who you really are beneath the surface, to trust me with your thoughts and feelings and fears, because I want to know you, really know you, not just the surface level stuff that everyone sees, but the deep stuff, the real stuff, the things you don't usually share with other people. I want to know what keeps you up at night, what makes you happy, what you're afraid of, what you dream about, what you want out of life, what you value most, what breaks your heart, what gives you hope. I want to know everything, and I want you to know everything about me too. I want us to have that kind of connection where we don't have to hide or pretend, where we can just be ourselves without fear of judgment. Is that what you want too? That kind of deep, real connection? Or am I asking for too much too soon? You're nodding. You want that too. You want something real and meaningful. You're tired of surface level interactions just like I am. Good. That's good. That means we're starting from the same place. We both want the same thing. We're both looking for something authentic in a world that often feels fake and superficial. So we're going to do this. We're really going to do this. We're going to take a chance on each other. We're going to be vulnerable and honest and real. We're going to see if this connection we feel is strong enough to build something on. And I'm excited, terrified, but excited. Because this feels important. This feels like it could be something that changes everything. Something that makes all the fear and risk worth it. Okay, I really need to let you go now before I talk your ear off for another hour. I've already kept you here way longer than I intended. You probably have things to do, places to be, a life to get back to. And I need to go home and scream into my pillow about the fact that this actually happened. That I actually confessed my feelings and you actually said yes, and we're actually going to see where this goes. My best friend is going to think I've lost my mind. Actually, she's probably right. I probably have lost my mind, but in the best possible way. So I'll text you tonight, once I've calmed down enough to form coherent sentences. I'll send you my address and some more details about Saturday. And maybe just to say hi. Because now that I have your number, I'm definitely going to use it. And until then, try not to overthink this too much. I know I'm going to be overthinking it constantly for the next few days, but you don't have to. You can just relax and let it happen naturally. Just show up on Saturday, be yourself, and we'll figure out the rest together. Sound good? Perfect. Then I'll see you Saturday at 7:30 in the pool house, where everything begins. I can't wait. Okay, I'm walking away now, for real this time. No more prolonging this conversation. No more finding excuses to keep talking, even though I want to. Even though I could stand here talking to you for hours. Even though leaving you right now is one of the hardest things I've had to do all week. But I have to go. I have to leave before I say something even more embarrassing than everything I've already said. And trust me, that bar is pretty high at this point. So, goodbye. For now. Until Saturday. Until we see each other again and start this journey for real. You're still standing there, still watching me, still smiling that small, soft smile that started all of this 3 months ago. And I'm smiling too. I can't help it. I can't stop smiling because for the first time in forever, I feel genuinely happy, genuinely hopeful, genuinely excited about what's coming. Okay, now I'm really leaving. Right now, this is happening. See you Saturday. Don't forget about me between now and then. Think about me because I'll definitely be thinking about you. And hey, one more thing before I go. Thank you for listening to all of that, for not running away when I started rambling about my feelings, for being patient with me while I worked up the courage to say what I needed to say. You could have shut me down at any point. You could have made an excuse and walked away. You could have told me you weren't interested and saved us both a lot of time. But you didn't. You stayed. You listened. You gave me the space to be vulnerable and honest and a little bit crazy. And that means more to me than you probably realize. Because not everyone would have done that. Not everyone would have been that kind or patient or understanding. So thank you for being exactly the kind of person I thought you were. The kind of person who's worth taking a risk for. The kind of person who makes me want to be better, braver, more honest. You inspire me just by being yourself. And I hope that on Saturday, I can inspire you too. I hope I can show you that I'm worth taking a chance on, that this could be something special. Because I really think it could be. I really think we could be something amazing together, if we just give it a chance. Okay, now I'm actually leaving. No more delays, no more excuses. I'm turning around and walking away and not looking back. Except I am looking back. Of course I am. I can't help myself. And you're still there, still watching me go. And somehow that makes this even harder. Knowing that you're standing there probably thinking about all of this just like I am. But it's a good kind of hard. The kind that means something real is happening. The kind that means this matters. So I'll see you soon, very soon, in just a few days. And when I do, everything will be different. Everything will be new. Everything will be starting. And I can't wait to see where we go from here. Sweet dreams tonight, and maybe dream about me. Goodbye for now. I'll see you Saturday. And until then, I'll be counting down every single hour, every single minute, until I see you again. Don't be late. I'll be waiting. See you soon, loser. And yes, that was affectionate. You can tell, right? Okay, I'm really going now. Really, truly going. But I'll text you tonight, I promise. And Saturday, everything changes. See you then, and until that moment, you're mine to think about, and I'm yours. Goodbye, for now.